Terence "Bud" Crawford and Teofimo "The Takeover" Lopez almost get in a fight in a heated confrontation over there in Riyadh season this past Saturday on the Mexican Independence Day weekend. So it all started because Teofimo called out Terence Crawford for a mega showdown fight, and Terence Crawford did not like it. So he started putting his fingers on Teofimo Lopez's face. So Teofimo slapped Terence Crawford's fingers, and Terence just hid behind the cop. Man, I really thought Terence Crawford was about that life. This guy said he's hood, but he didn't really do anything about it. I was expecting Terence Crawford to slap somebody or punch somebody because he does talk like he is about that life, but I didn't see any of that. But I heard Omaha does get crazy and does get down as well. But in a recent interview with Punch Drunk Boxing, Teofimo Lopez Sr. speaks out about the situation, and he says that he actually grabbed Terence Crawford's hand, and Terence Crawford did not really like it, and he said next time he grabs his hand, he was gonna slap the ish out of Teofimo Lopez Sr. Why didn't you slap him? I mean, I was waiting for something like that to happen. I mean, I really don't know why Terence Crawford gets all upset if somebody is trying to call him out. Teofimo Lopez is just trying to be great the same way Terence Crawford wants to be great, going up in weight and challenging Canelo. Imagine Canelo tells Terence Crawford, hey, you want to get down with me? I'm not going to get down with you in the ring. I'll get down with you right now. What would Terence Crawford do? Would you think Terence Crawford will fight Canelo in the street because Crawford is calling out Canelo? That's the same ish. And also, Crawford and Teofimo Lopez are in a similar position. Crawford is gonna go up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, but it's really 3 because Crawford just barely moved from 147 to 154. Now he has to do 160 to 168. And Teofimo Lopez is gonna have to move from 140 to 147 and 154. So that's 2 weight classes, but the size is more similar from Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez than Crawford versus Canelo. That's overkill. Now, Teofimo Lopez is my favorite fighter, but I have to keep the same energy with every single boxer. So I do believe that he will lose to Crawford, but he is trying to be great, and I still want to watch the fight. But I do believe the weight is the big difference, and I still think that Crawford does beat Teofimo Lopez. But I still want to watch this fight, and I will order this fight. And it will be a great fight, but I do think he does not stop Teofimo Lopez. I think it goes 12 rounds, and it's going to be a great fight regardless. So Teofimo Lopez Sr. also adds, he goes, we're doing this for legacy, not for the money. And Crawford is doing it for the money. So he's saying that, what, do you guys think we're gonna get 4 or 5 million for this bump? We're not even gonna get close to that. We're just doing it for the legacy. We want to fight Crawford, and we know we can beat Crawford. But I really don't think, I think the weight is just too much. Just the same way as the weight is too much for Crawford versus Canelo. Crawford will knock out, Canelo will knock out Crawford, but I don't think Crawford can knock out Teofimo Lopez. I mean, the boxing archive speaks for themselves because there has not been too many great little fighters going up in weight and challenging another great fighter and beating them. There hasn't been too many times. Only Duran did that, and a couple other fighters that were just a handful. I could count them with one hand. And it's gonna be kind of hard for Teo to go up and weight 2 weight classes and actually beat up Terence Crawford or stop him. But I think he does put up a good fight because he is a great fighter. But that's the reason I like Teofimo Lopez, because this guy does not duck any smoke. He will fight anybody. He actually already called out Tank Davis. He said that he doesn't have a fight lined up, and Tank Davis does not have a fight lined up, and they said that they could make it happen. Very little is stopping it, but Tank Davis has not gave him a contract yet, but it was really soon. I know these contracts do take time to make, and it's not gonna be an overnight thing. But I know some people in my comment section are gonna say, what about Cambosis? Well, I mean, they should have a rematch then. Fight Kambosos. I don't know. I mean, I think he'll stop Kambosos, or maybe Kambosos will beat up Teo again. You never know. That's why I love boxing. Just because you're less skilled doesn't mean that you cannot beat a higher skilled fighter. Just like Bernard Forrest and Mayorga.
Let's go, champ!